Hello, friends, and welcome back to the Miami Book Hub. I am your host, J. Adrian Betancourt, urban planner by day, author and explorer of all things by night. So we happy to have you back. This is now episode 16, I believe, of this little show. And I'm really excited to have Asha Elias on the program. Asha, I want to make sure I said that correctly.
You did perfectly. Okay. You nailed it. Hi, everyone.
Because this whole time, of course, we've been talking, you were kind enough not to correct me. Because this being Miami, I've been calling you Asha Elias.
I'm happy to be Asha Elias. It sounds very romantic.
And we have breaking news on the program because Asha Elias is now going to be Asha Elias
Friedman.
And you are getting married
tomorrow.
And yet you made the time to be on our program. So thank you.
This is my pre-celebration. Thank you for having me.
That's great. And congratulations, by the way. And we were talking about honeymoons and going to San Sebastian, which sounds amazing. So, and you have to tell us which books you're going to take on your honeymoon. You know, you do like your own little book picks thing here.
Yeah.
So speaking of books, 2 books that anyone should take whenever they travel are the ones you wrote, right?
I think so. I think that's a fair statement.
They're a great read and they're beautiful books. And we have them up here at the front, and they are Pink Glass Houses and the Namaste Club.
That's right.
So which one came first?
Pink Glass Houses. That's my debut novel, followed shortly after, 11 months later, with the Namaste Club.
Just 11 months later.
It was a quick turnaround.
That is. That's pretty impressive. It took me 3 years to write one. So, so what is the Pink Glass Houses about? Let's start there.
Pink Glass Houses was inspired by my life as a mom in Miami Beach. Mm-hmm. It follows very competitive PTA women at a Miami Beach public school and their quest for greatness.
Yeah, I've met some of those. My children who are sitting here watching the program. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Kayla. Went to Coral Gables Elementary, so public school, and we were all very much involved in the PTA. So I can feel you. I think it does make for great literature.
Sometimes
even better,
sometimes
reality shows.
Our best intentions bring out the worst in us.
Sure.
And that's something I wanted to explore.
So what's the plot like? I mean, how much can you tell us about it?
Oh, I can tell you as much as you want to know.
Without giving away the ending.
Without giving away the ending.
Give us a little taste.
So Pink Glass Houses follows Charlotte, who is the heir apparent to the PTA throne. She's been the vice president of fundraising. She's paid her dues. Some of her methods might be a little questionable, maybe not fully ethical, but she wants to be the next PTA president. It matters very much to her, but someone from Kansas has the nerve to come in and challenge her for the throne.
An outsider of all people.
Outsider.
Oh, gosh. In Kansas.
Kansas.
I love it. All right. And so from there, 11 months later, incredibly, you published a second book, The Namaste Club.
Yes.
I could already imagine what it is based on its name, but tell us.
So the Namaste Club is about a yoga retreat in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Populated by every kind of Florida character you can imagine. You have some Miami divorcees. You have a Central Florida trad wife. You have some diehard yogis who just want to be among neighbors. And you have a 13-foot American alligator.
13-foot, coincidentally, that was in the news recently. I think.
Unfortunately.
Right. A huge alligator. We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
So let's keep this positive.
My Bubba is not quite as dangerous.
Bubba is his name.
Bubba.
I love it. I love it. Florida Bubba. My kids are obsessed with Florida Man. So you're going to have to read this book, guys.
So the very first line of this book is Florida Man, which is something I was dying to do. It's, oh gosh, this isn't a spoiler. It does unfortunately relate to the news article you just mentioned. Florida Man found partially eaten by American alligator.
Not Bubba. Bubba wouldn't do that.
Oh, what would he? You've got to read to find out. He could be falsely accused.
Yeah. So these were traditionally published, right?
Correct.
That's amazing.
Thank
so congratulations. As someone who hasn't managed to find a traditional publisher and is self-publishing, that's really impressive. Was that
really
a difficult process? Like, tell us about it. How'd you end up
It is shrouded in mystery, as everyone who's tried to publish a book knows. It was the hardest part of the process was finding a literary agent.
Right.
The literary agents are the gatekeepers to the publishers. So
how many queries
essential. I sent about 25 queries, which are like, that's your pitch letter to an agent saying, please take me on, have faith in me.
Yeah.
It landed with someone, my agent, Helen Heller, who believed and what I was doing. The story resonated with her.
Mhm.
She knew exactly who wanted to buy it,
Mhm.
and she was right. So I got very lucky. But what I've learned over the last 3 years, I'm grateful to be traditionally published, but the industry has changed so much that there is not one correct path.
Right.
And self-publishing authors are doing great. They're telling stories that traditional might not understand yet, but
Yeah.
readers do.
A little outside of the
So
box. Yeah.
it's not one size fits all.
Oh, thank you for making me feel better
No,
about
it's
myself.
true.
I appreciate it. No, there are pros and cons, right?
Yeah.
To anything.
Of
But it
course.
sounds like this worked for you. So congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
I understand they did your cover. Your
They
covers,
did.
excuse me.
Yes.
I think they're beautiful. And I've said this to you several times, but I think your covers are striking. I love them. And they really capture Miami and Florida in its more modern, contemporary kind of
Mhm.
vibe and not the kitschy, old kind of traditional ways, right?
Yeah. And I think that that's something that matters to me because everyone has an idea of what Florida is like and what Miami is like
Mhm.
outside of the community. And it's usually this kind of narrow, cheesy,
Yeah.
dated image, as you said. And so I really wanted my covers to not reflect that. And I was fortunate enough that the publisher did work with me on what kind of my dream
Mhm.
images would look like. And I think I'm also
They
really
nailed
happy
it.
with how
They
they came
nailed
out.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not new to writing, right? You did this as a, or and maybe continue to do it as a career.
Mhm.
You went to the University of Miami, go Canes.
Go
right?
Canes.
School of Journalism, correct?
Yes.
And then you worked at Ocean Drive Magazine and perhaps a few other things. So tell us about your background and what led you from that into writing fiction.
Sure. I think writing fiction was always the goal. Ever since I was a little girl, I used to make up my own stories and I loved reading. But even as a kid, I think I realized that this is going to be tough to make a career out of. So it's a dream, but what else can I do? And this is going to sound really strange, but I've always loved the personal essay, which is one of the nerdiest things I've ever said, but I enjoy thinking about them and writing them.
Yeah.
And so I would say that that was like a big focus, like something that I enjoy doing and put time into. And so journalism, I studied because there are not a lot of jobs, but there are
Mhm.
jobs in journalism. There aren't as many jobs in creative writing. And it's something I loved. And I really wanted to focus on feature writing. And I'm fortunate enough that I'm able to do that as well, freelancing and with a column that I write for Miami New Times.
Oh, cool. What's the column? Is it like a particular theme or does
It's
it
called
change?
Vice City Pillow Talk.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And it's about sex and dating primarily, but all these kind of weird cultural things that happen in Miami, I get to
Wow.
mine and
The
explore.
world is your oyster here.
It's very fun. There's no shortage of topics.
And what did you do at Ocean Drive Magazine? I think
I
that's
was
one of these kind of iconic publications here in
Yeah.
Miami, right?
I was there at such a fun time. I started when I graduated in 2005, and I wasn't writing for them. I was in sales and marketing
Okay.
with this very fun team of mostly women. And our job was to go to parties in South Beach when South Beach was a thing and
Yeah.
entertain
I
clients.
remember those days. Yeah.
And it was, an excuse to enjoy everything that the city had to offer and to delay growing up as long as possible.
So it took you a while, right? You're
Yeah.
just now getting married, settling down, and
Yeah. Well, it's
and so you've had
it's
some.
my second marriage.
Oh, it's okay. You got some practice.
Exactly.
Now you're gonna get it right.
And that was a great marriage, but it ran its course.
Excellent. So I mean, clearly your book has taken off. I'm not going to pretend to have read it yet, but I will. But what is your writing style like? I mean, do you have certain influences? Would you put yourself in like kind of a box of a
Mhm.
style of writing?
Sure. I've always been drawn to satire.
Hmm.
I think that, and I have a very kind of firm line. I think that satire should be funny and observant, but not overly critical, not malicious.
Hmm.
Because sometimes when you're kind of poking fun at something, it can come across as mean spirit.
Punching down.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't ever want to do that. I want to, and it's why I try to always put a little bit of myself in the book. So I'm satiring myself and saying, like, we can all like zoom out and take a look at our behaviors and just, how ridiculous life can be sometimes, how ridiculous we can be when we're volunteering our time and getting angry at the woman who like brought nuts to the bake sale. We can laugh about it. So both of my books are satirical. I love, of course, why am I blanking?
I don't know. You must have a huge event on the horizon that your mind is preoccupied with.
Yes, definitely. I love Gillian Flynn, who wrote Gone Girl. I love Rochelle Weinstein, who is not a satire writer, but writes very
Yeah. Mutual
beautiful
friend. Shout out to
domestic
Rochelle.
fiction about that's often based in South Florida. And it's going to come to me as soon as the cameras are off, and then I'm going to email you.
It's all good. You can put it in your social.
You're going to put it on
in the post
ticker on the bottom.
And by the way, I should have said at the beginning of the program, stick around. At the end of the program, we're going to have our monthly reading with Rochelle, and she's going to share her July book picks with us. So stick around for that. So how do you kind of fit into the South Florida's literary landscape? Are you kind of heavily engaged with organizations? Do you go to a lot of book clubs, or do you kind of have a whole different life outside of writing and literature?
Oh, well, I think we're really fortunate in Miami to have a literary community that is inclusive, which is not what you can say of a lot of other big cities. So I try to be involved as much as I can. I will always say yes to a book club. I love visiting book clubs. I love talking to readers. That's the best part of being a writer to me, is when you realize, like, wait, somebody read this? Yeah. And it's kind of shocking, like, oh,
we've written this for you.
Wait, what? You read it? Thank you. It's such a compliment when somebody reads something that I wrote. We also have we really have to credit Mitchell Kaplan.
Oh my gosh, yes.
For creating the Miami literary community. I truly believe it wouldn't exist without him and without his community that he's built. He's, of course, the founder and owner of Books and Books, founder of the Miami Book Fair. And,
the godfather of literature.
The godfather of literature. And not just for Miami, by the way.
Right.
He has an incredible reputation nationwide. Even my editor at HarperCollins is like, Mitchell Kaplan? And it is such a flex.
I'm a member of the fan club, by the way. I actually wrote him. He's one of the characters in my book.
Really?
I didn't ask for his permission, so I changed the name. Michael Chaplin, but he does own Books and Books.
I have a little ampersand for Books and Books.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So they've been incredibly influential. I'm moderating an author talk there tonight. So I try to be as involved as I can with the community, with Miami Book Fair.
Do you exhibit there?
I did for both books.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Which was really cool. Yeah. It was a dream come true. I've been going, even growing up in Boca, I attended Miami Book Fair. Yeah. And it truly, the first invitation to present for my first book, Pink Glass Houses, was a moment I'll never forget. Oh. And it was an incredible, I had my little badge and I could go backstage and there's like Dave Barry and all these incredible authors that I've looked up to forever.
It's fan fest for writers.
Totally. It's my Comic-Con.
Did you exhibit as well, or did you just
I did
the panel?
Yeah, I exhibited. No, I didn't exhibit. Sorry. Okay. I was on a panel for both. So just talking about the books.
Very cool. Very cool. So I hope to follow in your footsteps one day. Lisette, if you're watching, please count me in. I love that you include humor in your book, because I don't care what I'm reading, fiction, nonfiction, and autobiography. I love to pick up on the humor. Well, human, actually. To be human is to
hopefully.
Where do you get your sense of humor from?
Ooh, I think, like most people, I get it from childhood trauma. From being like a sad kid who didn't fit in. Right? I think I always felt like I was somewhat of an outsider, especially in my adolescent years. And I think like you do develop a little bit of a sense of humor through difficult situations.
For sure. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Mm-hmm. So I had a little of that growing up, some insecurities and some bullying, but that led to my sense of humor, and I embrace it,
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be who we were without that.
We all contain multitudes.
In your writing, are you kind of going back to some of those traumatic experiences and writing about them through your characters? Is it kind of cathartic in that way?
Yeah, definitely.
Or are these completely like separated from you?
Writing is the best catharsis. And I think it's difficult to create a character out of thin air. To really, like, if you have a 3-dimensional character, you have to really understand them. And how can you understand them if you haven't lived, like if you haven't walked in their shoes to some extent?
Yeah, it wouldn't really have much depth to it, right? It was just going to be this
Not,
caricature.
I'm not creative enough for it, but I'm sure someone out there is.
Now, when you're writing, do you start with characters or do you start with plot? Like how do you approach your stories?
It starts, I think I need a little bit of each. There has to be a strong voice, which is the character, and then a sense of something I'm observing that I want to understand better. So with Pink Glass Houses, it's like this competitive nature of motherhood and why we take, what is supposed to be something positive. We want to do something positive and turn it into like a source of bickering or worse. In this case, maybe someone gets murdered even.
Dun, dun, dun.
We take it too far. And then the same thing with the Namaste Club and the wellness community, how, you take something that's supposed to be like, hey, this is good for everyone, but actually we're setting rules and making it insular and we're like judging you as outsiders. So it comes with I start with like a concept and then a personality type that would, cause trouble within that framework.
Love it. Love it. So there's a message behind your writing, obviously.
I don't want to say. I mean, I think, you can never tell the reader what to take from your work. Sure. You can just kind of put it out there and then it doesn't belong to you anymore.
Right? Yeah. So that's what good art is. It's different to different people. I'll stare at a painting and come away with a very different feeling than my wife standing next to me.
Yeah. I mean, look at anybody's Goodreads reviews. That, they range from this is the best thing I've ever read to I couldn't get past page 5 for pretty much any book that's out there.
Do you read your reviews?
I try not to.
It's hard. Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. Sometimes they're funny.
Someone told me, maybe it was Rochelle, that their spouse reads the reviews for them and only shares the good ones.
Oh, that's nice.
Like that. So, Mr. Friedman, you have an assignment.
Yeah, exactly. I want to share one of my favorite reviews that I did. I happened to be looking through the other day for the Namaste Club. And it was, I don't know what the hell I just read, but I liked it. And I was like, that is awesome. That is what great. I'm going for.
I like that. You got to put a blurb on the book.
I know, right? That should go on the cover. I almost, because you're not supposed to like interact with anyone there as the author, but I wanted to be like, thank you.
You're not allowed to interact. I didn't know.
You are allowed, but I think like you don't want to ever come across as combative if it's a bad one.
But if it's a positive thing.
If it's a positive thing, I know. But I should go in and say, you know what? Thank you for this.
Yeah, and if they're watching, thank you for the good review.
Appreciate
the cool review. Write by day, by night? Depends?
It depends. I try to write by day when my kids are in school because it's, you can focus. Exactly. Distractions make it really difficult. So I try to have my defined writing hours, which are usually late morning to early afternoon. And then if I can squeeze in more, great. But at least I have that.
Coffee, tea, or wine while you're writing?
Oh, because it's the daytime.
I was going to say,
coffee.
You kind of.
Yeah.
If it's wine, you may not even want to.
Maybe in the summertime.
Sangria. Sangria is okay to have.
Yeah, or like an Aperol spritz.
There you go.
It's basically water.
What else? So it sounds like you write at home.
Yes.
You ever write elsewhere, like just go to the beach or find a quiet spot in nature?
I do like writing at Books and Books.
Yeah.
It's far. I live in Miami Beach.
I love watching people writing books and books. I love going and saying, "Oh, they're alone." No, they're writing.
They're always
surrounded by inspiration.
There. Yeah. I love writing in coffee shops.
Yeah, of course.
And, the best place to write is on an airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, you don't have a lot of space, but you're really like, there's nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do.
So you don't want to be present.
Good way to pass the time.
I don't want to be present. Yeah, exactly. So easier to go into a manuscript.
So on your flight to San Sebastian, San Sebastian for some of you.
San Sebastian.
You'll be busy writing your third novel, correct?
I will be sleeping. And on the way back, I'll be writing.
Okay. So what's next?
I've been working for many years on a book so my mom is from the Fiji Islands, Indian background. She passed away a few years ago, and we did have a relationship, but I'm writing about a book about a woman who never knew her mom, was estranged. Her mom passes away in Fiji, and she goes to her country to discover who she was.
Very cool. So you're going to have to go to Fiji.
I have to do the
You're going to have
research. It has
to
to
do
be
the research. It's
authentic.
painful, but someone has to do it.
You know, that's our job as writers.
If you need someone to carry your luggage,
Thank you.
Give me a call.
Research assistant.
Yeah. Yes, I love it.
Mhm.
I won't even charge.
It's very generous.
Just pay for my flight. We'll be. All right, back to writing. Top tips for writers out there. What have you learned that you'd like to share with the aspiring writer?
So it's really unsexy advice, but I think the two most important things, number one, is to write even when you don't feel like it. Because if you only write when you feel inspired, you're not going to write very much.
Yeah.
So
you're disciplined.
Set your writing hours, whatever you can realistically spare, and stick to it. Actually write during that time, even if you know it's not good, because you can always go back and fix it. First drafts are never beautiful. They're going to be messy. Just get it out. That's part of the process. And number two is get really comfortable with failure, because no's, you're going to hear a lot more no's than yeses, but all you need is one yes.
And it'll be the right yes.
Exactly.
Right? How excited were you when that literary agent called you, emailed you, whatever it was, and you got the news?
It was one of the most incredible feelings.
And then when the book was published, it's like just one baby after another, right?
Yeah. But I do think that getting the phone call about the offer for the publishing deal was awesome. But that first interest from my agent was...
It's the first validation you received.
Yeah.
That's great. And then let's see, receiving the books has to be up there, right? I haven't gotten mine yet.
It's weird. You almost don't because the box comes, and now we're living this culture where we're supposed to do a whole unboxing.
I'm going to do it right here, by the way.
Yes.
Hopefully in a few short weeks.
Practice your maybe a little single tear.
Oh no, it's going to be real. I'm going to cry.
But I almost didn't want to open it because I knew what it was, and I was like, oh God, now I just want to keep it closed forever and delay that gratification.
Now, you've obviously written well, or you wouldn't have been picked up and published, but you're also really good at publicity and marketing, and your background certainly helps. Any tips on kind of the business side of, some unique ways that you have found to promote the book or yourself?
So I don't feel like I'm very natural at it, but the one thing that I will always try to do is say yes. Mm-hmm. If somebody wants to talk about the book, absolutely. If somebody reaches out and says they read the book, I respond. And again, that's just, I enjoy that. I enjoy that connection and that touch point, but it ends up leading to me sitting here today because I said yes to a different podcast or interview or something. So if somebody wants to promote my book, I always say yes.
Just say yes.
Just say yes.
And that's why Mr. Friedman is getting married too.
Exactly. I said yes.
Any other words you'd like to end on?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am excited for your book journey, and I hope you keep me up to date with your launch, and
Absolutely.
I'm happy to spread the word however I can. I think that one of the most beautiful things about the Miami book community is how authors support one another, because we know how difficult that can be. So please, if there's anything I can do, I will say yes.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to develop a list for when you return.
I'll be okay.
100 things for you to do. I have to say yes to all of them.
Yep.
Well, folks, first of all, thank you, Asha, for being on the program. You're lovely. And congratulations again on your wedding, and enjoy your honeymoon.
Thank you.
And I wish you continued success, not only with these, but I'm looking forward to reading the next book and joining you in Fiji.
Yeah, so we're going to have a great time.
And then you'll have to come back on the program and talk about
that book.
All right. Yeah. And folks, as I said, we are now going to move into our newish segment. This will be, I think, now our third book picks with Rochelle Weinstein, a segment we call Reading with Rochelle. So enjoy that now. But before we wrap up today's episode, it is time for one of my favorite features of Miami Book Hub, Reading with Rochelle. And of course, we have Rochelle Weinstein here once again to share her 4 favorite books for the coming month. Rochelle, What do you got for us today?
Hi, Javier, and hi to everybody out there. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, of course.
Is everyone enjoying the hot, hot summer?
Not I. No, I'd like to escape to the mountains.
Said no one ever.
I need some escapism. What do you have for me to escape into?
Okay, so first up, we have this beautiful cover, Star-Crossed Summer by Devin Daniels. In the interest of full disclosure, I was stalking her Instagram. And I saw that she was comping this one. There was some inspiration to The Notebook, and I love all things The Notebook. So I don't know if I need to even tell anybody anything more about this book, because I don't know if you're big Notebook fans, but it's about Scarlett and Ryder, and they are former co-stars who have a terrible breakup and reunite years later. And it's a Hollywood setting, and maybe we'll get Ryan Gosling for the film. But the sparks fly, love and longing was just my jam. So if anyone's looking for that sink your toes in the sand romance with some Hollywood glitter, this one is it.
Beautiful.
Okay. Next up, we have our local Miami author, Chanel Cleaton. I would love to get her on the show one day.
Absolutely. Chanel.
Chanel.
Come on over. Swing on by.
Come on over. So An Infinite Love Story is set in the 1960s space race, and it's about an astronaut who goes missing. His shuttle goes missing, and his wife is retelling their beautiful, evocative, epic love story, trying to put together the pieces about what went wrong. The cover is beautiful. The story is beautiful. It really just captures it explores fate, timing, and the infinite bonds of love and connection.
Love it.
So
the ultimate long distance relationship story.
Infinite love story.
Beautiful cover as well. I'm feeling very insecure about the cover for my book. Looking at all these, I'm like, I'm gonna have to go back.
Maybe we should have a show. Maybe we should have a show one day where we show all your covers to the audience and we have them vote.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
So next up, we have Rewrite the Stars by Lindsay Hammeroff. One of my favorite bookstagrammers was gushing about this one in her feed the other day, so I quickly added it to my TBR. All I can say is first love, second chances, I'm in.
Love the cover too. Another beautiful cover.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover.
And the title reminds me of something about the stars. Didn't you write something to that effect?
And I'm so excited for our last but not least, Daniel Silva, Ransom. My husband is a huge Daniel Silva fan. I'm hearing this is Gabriel Allon at his best, and a British socialite disappears without a trace. And Allon works to uncover the deep, dangerous secrets. It's a pulse-pounding thriller in the world of wealth, corruption, and betrayal. I think readers are going to just be flipping pages late into the night on the beach in the sweltering heat.
In the sweltering heat. Well, thank you, Rochelle. Those all seem very interesting. And where are people going to find these books?
You can find these books, hopefully, at Books and Books in Coral Gables. And if not, then you can check out bookshop.org.
Yes, please support your local independent bookshops like Books and Books. Absolutely. And if people want to learn more about you and your works, where can they go?
RochelleWeinstein.com, or my Instagram is Rochelle B. Weinstein. I love connecting with readers. I love connecting on my newsletter, which you can find through my website. And I'm truly all about paying it forward and supporting other authors.
And we appreciate you, Rochelle.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. And folks, we appreciate you for tuning in. That is unfortunately all the time we have here on the Miami Book Hub. But please continue to watch, like, subscribe, let your friends and family know about it. We're here to celebrate and promote Miami's literary ecosystem, and we need you to help do that. So I also want to thank Miami's community newspapers for producing and hosting us here in these lovely studios, and in particular, Emily, who's our producer on this program, for all of her wonderful work. So as I said, that's all the time we have. So we will see you next time. Until next time, continue reading, writing, and stay curious, Miami.